everybody. Hello. Hi. Hi there. Hello. Oops, hold on. I forgot my laptop. Oh, bloody hell. This is a good start. If anyone leaves the room on their stream bingo, then you just checked off a box. Well, that's a very highly professional start. Hello, everybody. Hello. How are we all doing this evening? Goodness me, I will have to say that being out of the house doesn't half discombobulate things, but I think I've got a pretty good setup going. We can see things on the camera, I think, hopefully. Yeah, I think you can. I'd like it to be a bit more in focus if possible, but maybe we'll work on that. But yeah, hello. I hope everyone's doing well. I am. So I'm working with my old laptop, and I'm trying to get it to open the live stream so I can look at the chat, but unfortunately right now it doesn't look like that's going to be an option. Hold on. It seems like it is not doing things that it should be. Just no mouse activity is being registered. So I'm gonna try, I guess, and keep an eye on the chat from up above, coming through on my phone screen here, and we'll just see how that goes. I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll just have to deal with it. I do have the benefit of sitting above the camera somewhat, so I can kind of see what's going on. But we'll just, I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Who knows? This could be an absolute disaster. I have tried turning it off and turning it back on again, although I had to do that to literally enter the Wi-Fi password, so that wasn't a good start to proceedings. But I will continue trying to. I will continue trying to turn it off and turn it on back on again. But yeah, I hope that is okay. Yeah, I'll just keep my eye out on the kind of pops up on the corner, so I might be able to see it. The overwhelming percentage of the vote for this evening's remote live stream, the one-player vacation live stream, if you will, was for Tiny Epic Galaxies. This is a game that I picked up not too long ago. I picked it up secondhand, and because I did quite honestly write off Tiny Epic everything after playing Defenders, because I'm not a massive fan of that game. It's okay, but it's just, I don't know, I've never had a brilliant time with it, enough to make me really want to get it out back onto the table. I heard better things about Tiny Epic Galaxies, and so I figured why not? Someone was selling it on the internet, and I said yes. So, I've never played this before. I've read through the rules. I think we've got a decent idea of what we're doing. Again, I'm off on my knee over here trying to get this to work. Yeah, so I've got a decent idea of what we're doing, I think, but you folks might be able to even tell me better. I don't know. You may have already played it. Or it sounds at least like some people on the Discord have. But yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. Yeah, I'm just gonna give up on the old laptop. Never mind. It's just you and me today. Just you and me and the phone screen, and the chat will come up in tiny little text on the left-hand side, and I'm just gonna keep it in my periphery. I hope that the view is okay. I know that it comes up a little bit differently to what I can see, so hopefully everything is on the screen. Yes, do not forget your bingo cards. I didn't have one for not being able to read the chat or, you know, other issues. Oh, you said this is your favorite. Okay, well, that's good. That's good to know. Good to know. That's a good start. So, what we are doing, essentially, is we are facing off. We are a galactic empire, and we are attempting to expand our galaxy. And in order to do that, or I should say, we are attempting to expand our galaxy in order to get victory points. Obviously, that's just what everyone wants, isn't it? I'm going to put this like, I'm just thinking about, because I know that we have to, any planets we colonize come down this way, so I want like a chain of abilities this way. So if I put like this up here, this is my enemy over here, the evil yellow team. I've given myself the easy boss. There is 5 different bosses you can choose, all the way up from beginner to, I think, expert, medium, beginner, hard. Okay, well, yeah. Or maybe this one is expert. We are playing as black because, I don't know, you can't, I think, colorblind wise, that's not a bad choice. Although maybe it's not really showing up that well. I don't know. And what else do I have to say? I think yeah, I think the easy boss was the good. I mean, maybe I should have even gone beginner, but I don't know. I think this can probably go up above here like this, and that way I'll have a chain going down here. This is my activation bay where we put dice that we activate. I'm going to keep my planets across the middle here, and then we've got a secret mission to claim at the start. I will read through the rules with you guys so that you know what I'm talking about, and I can kind of point out some of the stuff that I noticed that was a bit interesting, or at least some stuff that I was confused about. But otherwise, yeah, we're making moves, we're moving around, we are visiting planets, colonizing planets, gaining victory points, and the first person to 21 victory points is the winner. The AI has this track that we are going to be moving along as well, but they have a track where they've got different special abilities. Each time they move up, each time they upgrade their empire, they are going to do a particular thing to us, usually pretty bad. And when we upgrade our empire using this little empire counter here with a star on it, we are going to be able to engage extra ships. That's these ship-shaped tokens. And we're going to be able to roll extra dice, and we're going to be able to gain victory points as well, just by, you know, making our empire a nicer place to live, I suppose. We are going to break out the old solar rules. Let's see what they've got to say. Oh, excuse me. It's so hot. Don't believe the secret missions are used in solo. I think you might be... Well, there you go. Game setup. Do not deal out secret mission cards. You can have more than 21... Yes, you can have more than 21 points at the end of the game. It is possible, because you'll have... you might gain extra things from certain things. Although... well, yeah, 21 is the trigger, I should say. Yeah, 21 is the trigger, and then I think everyone gets a turn after that person triggers, so... This is what's happening off to the right. So, yeah, that's pretty good. That's always a good sign. Oh boy. See, this is why I like Macs. This is why I like Macs. No, I'm not. I mean, not that my Mac has been without problems. Oh, I know what I was meaning. I know what I meant to do. I needed to absolutely give out a shout out to the 2 patrons that I missed from my last video. So I need to say a massive thank you to both Maddie Hat and to Red Sable for joining on the Patreon. Thank you so much. You are brilliant. Or fantastic. Or both. Both. I'll just say both. Brilliant and fantastic. Thank you very, very much, honestly, from the bottom of my tiny blackened heart. We are going to set up the game as a normal 2-player game. That sounds right. We're going to select a rogue galaxy map for our opponent. We've done that. We're going to start with 0 energy and 0 culture. Well, that's nice. So at least they don't get a head start on us. It starts with all 4 ships on the center of its galaxy map. Remember, we start with 2 and have to earn our others. They start with all 4 on their galaxy, ready to attack or colonize or whatever they're doing. We take the first turn, we play our turns as usual, but the Rogue Galaxy plays by a different set of rules. Ooh, those gits. By spending 1 energy and 1 culture, we get... Okay. Well, I guess let's take our turn first, and then from there we'll see how theirs is different. Maybe that's a decent idea. So, we're going to deal out 2 planets plus 2... what am I saying? We're gonna deal out 1 planet per player plus 2, so that's 4. To a maximum of 6. So even if 5 players are playing, then you only play. We only play 6 planets. But here we've got 4 planets, each with lovely names: Brumbar, Nagato, Nibiru, and Pleiades. And each of them you'll see has different. Well, let me go over the anatomy of a card, shall we say, if I can remember from the rules. I might have to consult them. I might have to consult them if I forget what something means. So, I haven't played solo in a bit, but recently. Oh, nice. That's cool, Hilltown. I might try and rope Cash in to play a game of this weekend too, if he will. I think it'll be. I think it looks like a kind of fun, like competitive little jaunt. So yeah, I'd be into that. Right, so we have on the bottom here any action. This is an action that we can take by landing on the planet. So if we roll die, let me start with dice. Sorry. We're going to roll dice on our turn, and this gives us specific actions that we can do. Moving ships, we can grow our empire, we can grow our economy using this. We can use colony actions, we can gain energy, we can gain culture, and we can, colonize. I think I already said that one. So when we move, we can land on one of 2 spaces on any planet. We can either decide to land face up on the planet and just take this action by just getting there, or we can decide to colonize. And when we colonize, we land on this first space here, and then every time we roll this economy dice, we can choose to, or on this example, on this one it would be, I think this is diplomacy. So if you land on this one, for example, we needed to roll a diplomacy dice to be able to upgrade and to be able to colonize. As soon as we've rolled enough of those dice to progress our ship around to the colonization space, here it is, right here, then we colonize the ship. This comes into our galaxy, slides under there, and we've now gained this action. We definitely didn't start yet, Visoko. We're far away from that, I promise. What was I saying? Oh no, I'm broke. You've broken my train of thought. I've gone. Yeah, with this comes into our colony, yes, and now we can, or our galaxy, and now we can use this action when we roll this side of the dice, which I mentioned is the colony action side. So yeah, I think that makes sense. We can land on 2 places. That's what I'm saying. We can also take note of the fact that this is worth victory points. So once we put it in our galaxy, this is how we gain victory points, by colonizing other planets. So obviously you can see that some yeah, this is just the dissection, the what's the word, like the autopsy report of the game. So you can see some of them are worth far more but take longer to colonize. So like this one will take 6 whole spaces to colonize. This one only takes 4. But you know, worth victory points that is commensurate to the effort it takes to colonize the planet. No doubles yet. That's, everyone knows doubles breaks any game and should never be accounted for in the rules. That's not what happens. Right, so we talked about moving a ship. Yes, we did. We talked about advancing the colonization. Yes, we did. Either through diplomacy or economy. Very good. We do need to talk about acquiring resources, which I'll do in a second. We talked about utilizing a colony. Yes, we did. And, oh yes, the Galaxy Mat action. So, the Galaxy Mat action, we have to, we can, as well as all of these, every time we have looked at the rules, yes. Yeah, we definitely have looked at the rules. Although that's kind of par for the course. We're all learning together here, surely. I apologize for my sniffing. I'm quite warm. Just some slight behind the scenes action. Right before, about a minute before the stream was scheduled to start, our dog Mabel ran out onto the wraparound porch of this little house we're renting, and just ran out off down onto the beach. So that's, you know, I'm quite warm now because I had to chase her. Yeah, I had to chase it. Anyway, what are we doing? Yes, so we're talking about galaxy mat actions. Yes, so along with any of these planets that we colonize and then bring into our galaxy here, we can take this automatically or already to upgrade our empire. We already talked about that slightly by the time we kind of move and spend either energy or culture based on the number in this track here. So if we wanted to move up to here, for example, we'd spend 2 energy or 2 culture. We can't combine them, but we spend 2 energy or 2 culture to move up. We get the benefits that are associated with this kind of slot here, and we spend the energy, the energy and the culture from our track here. But we can do that again by utilizing this dice roll there. They can't be combined, but increases the number of victory points. Yeah. Ship can be used on the same turn. That's great. Yep. And yes, the other thing we can do is take 2 dice that we do not like. So, for example, if we knew we didn't want to move or we didn't have any reason to use diplomacy, we could take those 2 dice, place them on the converter, and change a 3rd dice to any face we so desire. So we can do that only once per turn. Obviously with the 2 dice there, but that's also a possibility. I'm going to put these dice up here because we don't get to roll all of them right away, of course. Right now we're only rolling 4 dice because our empire is at the starting space. Let's talk briefly about acquiring resources, because this is the one where I was a bit confused. So I want to go through it with you just to kind of read it through and have it clear in my own mind. This is about as much for my benefit as for yours, because I'm not going to be able to explain it unless I understand it. So, planets can produce 2 different kinds of resources, energy and culture. We've talked about that just slightly. When an acquire resource die is activated, so that is either this one, this energy, or this one, this culture, we activate one of that resource for each of your ships on or orbiting planets with that matching symbol. Acquire 1 energy for each ship on our galaxy mat. So, in the example on the right, the player would acquire 2 culture from this planet if the acquire culture die is activated, 1 for orbiting and 1 for landing. Right, okay, that does make sense then. So if I've got a ship, if I've got a ship on the surface and I've got a ship orbiting this planet, if I choose to activate this die, then I would gain 2 energy, correct? I would gain an energy from this one and an energy from this one. Likewise, if I had a ship here and a ship here, I would still gain 2 energy, because you can see this little energy symbol there. It signifies that anytime we've got a ship on our galaxy, we can gain energy. So this would be a total of 2 energy. If I had this, for example, this would be 3 energy, because I've got all my ships on energy-producing planets. This would only produce 2 energy because I've got 1 energy here and 1 energy here. Should I change my ship color? I'm feeling that it's not actually very visible to see on the cards. Let me change to blue, because I think that blue and yellow will not be confused as much for color blindness, but also will stand out on the cards just a wee bit more. Because I want you guys to actually be able to see what's happening rather than seeing shadows move around. So that's going there, this is going there, and this is going there. And that seems to look a little better. I don't know. Hopefully that helps. Right, so we talked about that. So that's acquire resources. Lovely. That's not too difficult. Advanced colonization, we talked about that. Move a ship, that's pretty self-explanatory. So basically we're choosing planets to move to start with, and then we're going to choose whether to colonize them or take resources and whatnot. Black is a little tough to see. Okay, good. Right, so let's hope that blue is a little better. I think it should be. Seems bright enough to me. Let's take our turn, and then we'll read. Yeah, we are definitely Romulans, no doubt about it. All these colonization games, it's like, you think you're the good guy, but really, let's be honest, like, you're just as bad as the rogue galaxy, right? Like, they're like, oh, they're rogue, they're out to conquer the universe. It's like, well, yeah, so are we, kind of. I mean, let's be honest. I don't think we're doing it from the good of our heart. But that's okay. It's okay to play bad guys now and again. We are going to roll 4 dice. So we are going to roll these dice, and depending on what faces they show, let's talk about what we can do with our turn. So I make this at 20 minutes. So I hope there's a 20-minute spot on your bingo card. First roll. We've got a colony. We've got a colonize. We've got 1 move, and we've got energy. We can take these in any order. So, as far as I'm concerned, oh, I should have checked. Do I start? I want to make sure that I start. Oh, I've started this the wrong way around. So culture starts at 1, energy starts at 2. Lovely. Just want to make sure. Just want to make sure. So we could theoretically right now spend this dice to gain 2 energy, couldn't we? Because we've got two ships on the energy gaining galaxy mat. We could also move, of course, to a ship that gives us energy, so that's also plausible. But if we were to do that, we'd gain the 2 energy. We could also then upgrade our empire 2 slots, which is, oh no, sorry, 1 slot by spending 2. And we kind of do a wash. We could then move, and we could also upgrade, or colonize, I should say. So we could either go here to start with 7, or we could go here to start with 3. I'm having never played this before. I don't know the strategy, so I'm not expecting to win. But I would like to at least give it a go. Should we figure out exactly what their options are? Let's see. They're going to roll just 1 die. They're going to acquire resources as if it were player, except the galaxy produces blah blah blah. Max energy of the galaxy. Okay, so that's fine. Advance all rogue ships. Okay, move a ship. Move to the leftmost planet. Ah, okay. So these are always going to choose to go to the leftmost planet on the row. So they are going to go here, which means they're probably more likely, maybe to get there, maybe to get to colonization than we are. Want a diplomacy or economy adventure, or yes, okay. So anytime they roll economy, anytime I missed what message that was referring to, so I just saw that Matt has giant ears, which, yeah, possible. I'm not really sure. Oh, you know what I haven't done? Good God, this is why I'm hot. Oh, man, I haven't broken out the old. Speaking of, oh, that's brilliant. Gosh, that's. I'm feeling refreshed already. All right. Good. Okay. Where were we? So the bad guy ship is gonna. That's what I'm gonna call them. They're called Rothkel, but we don't care about that really. The bad guy ship is gonna come over here. So we could theoretically come over here. Piedes gets us the ability to repeat an action on an already activated die, which is pretty powerful. But 7 victory points is also pretty good. I mean, I don't know. Why don't we just go for it? It doesn't matter if we move first or second, because we're still only going to score 2 energy. So if we moved here, we'd still get an energy for being. Oh no, wait, hold on. That's not true, because we have to be on the planet's surface. So we do want to gain energy first. So gain energy first. There goes into the activation bay, and oh, if I'm sorry if I miss your bingo, then just keep like throwing it in there, because if bingo has happened already, then I haven't noticed. Because blue screen, because the blue screen. Right, we've activated our gain resources, so we are going to gain 2 energy. Lovely stuff. Number 4, or Thor energy. Yes, that's what I meant to say. We can then do this. Use our colonization. Oh, maybe I should have done this before. No, because I wouldn't. Okay, never mind. Never mind. We're going to use this. We're going to upgrade our empire by spending either, again, culture or energy. We'll spend energy because that's all we've got. Back down to 2, but we can upgrade. We've scored ourselves 1 victory point at the end of the game. We can still only use 2 ships, But next turn, we're going to be rolling 5 dice. Count them up, 5 of them. That's one more than we are already rolling. Is this in focus? I hope it is. I can't quite tell. I want to like, can we just like, can we give a little, hello? Hold on. Enable flash. No, that's not what I want. Save highlights. No. YouTube. Why, you're not robust. I was going to try out Streamlabs, but that would have meant lots of issues. But I think when I get back to the one-player mansion, I'll give. Oh, it is in focus. Okay, that's good. All right. I'll try to keep reading things then. If the text is small. You tell me. No. I know. Hold on. I know they changed this pretty recently, but 5 was actually, it's kind of like the Pluto decision. 5 was actually voted to be just slightly better than 4, only 1 better. But yeah, it was kind of a scientific consensus, so they had to change things around a little bit. So now, oh yeah, that makes sense. So as long as I know my hand's in there, then the board will, yeah. Well, I'll just keep doing this to keep it on its toes. Yeah. So anyway, now 5 is more than 4, so that'll be good because we'll you know that recent switch has helped us in this regard. So we can now roll 5 dice next turn. We did say we were going to move, and we will do that by activating this dice, and we'll go sit on Pleiades. I think we'll go into orbit. Oh, I think the one thing I didn't mention is that we can also, even though we've got someone in orbit, we can also go and land. You know, it's also a one player, also a source of news. Don't know if you knew that. One of the leading news sources in the galaxy. Come to me for all scientific and mathematical updates. I will set them straight. We have moved. Oh yes, I was going to say we can put a. There's nothing to stop us. Oh, this is a rogue ship. Get out of there. Yeah, there's nothing to stop us landing on the planet and orbiting the planet as well at the same time. So there's kind of like a show of force, but obviously we'd have to use 2 movement actions to do that. But we can increase our colonization by increasing the economy here, and that we will do. We are on to step 1 of 6, and yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's a good turn, but we'll consider it a good turn. Right, rulebook. Can you report on if Pluto never stopped becoming a planet? Okay, that was just a character assassination as far as I'm concerned. If I was out in space, right, and I came across Pluto, there's no chance that I'd be like, I'm going to go land on that asteroid. No, I'd be like, no, I'm going to go land on that planet because it's flipping massive. So as far as I'm concerned, professional opinion giver over here, absolutely 100% planet material. Now, let's talk about Jupiter. You're just a ball of gas. I mean, it's massive, yes. Okay. Yeah, it's fair. Do you really want to go up against Neil deGrasse Tyson in a debate? Probably not. So, although I feel like he takes a lot of the stick for that decision, whereas I'm not sure. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know if he was as powerful in that choice as he maybe everyone. Lots of planets in the Kuiper Belt. I might have to bail on this conversation given my limited knowledge of space, but okay, listen. Main complaint about removing Pluto as a planet is that I haven't found any good, like, what's the word, like, when you use, I haven't found any good mnemonics to remember the planets now, because all the mnemonics rely on Pluto being a thing. Many very eager mountaineers jog swiftly up new peaks. That sentence doesn't make any sense without the peaks. It's just jogging mountaineers. They're not going anywhere. But if they're going to peaks, then it does make sense and everything is right in the world. Well, my very easy method makes naming planets something. I don't know. But that was good too, even though I don't remember it. I like the Mountaineers one best. But if someone can give me a mnemonic without a P, then maybe I'll change my mind. Does this count as an unrelated personal anecdote or just an unrelated non-personal anecdote? Because I have never been to space, so You don't need mnemonics for 8 things. Richard of York gave battle in vain. You need mnemonics for 7. So it's just 8 things. Unrelated, non-personal. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. We've been the judged. Just remember the planets. What kind of sick educational system did you grow up in? Remember the planets. You're not going to sing anything about them? Despicable. Absolutely despicable. Oh yeah, and the dog chasing earlier. That was probably a yeah. That's more of a personal anecdote. That's true. So we've hit both of those. That's nice. Just check them. Just check them all off. Oh boy. We have to make the boards bigger. Roy G. Biv. Roy G. Biv. What kind of name is that? I've never met anyone named Mr. Biv. That needs some. My very earnest mother just served us noodles. Whoa. That is pretty good. That. All right. Well, now I've got things to think about. All right, Pluto's off. Pluto's been struck off again because that is pretty decent. What can I say? What can I say? I'm. You know what? I'm not so stubborn that I'm not willing to pivot. Okay, that's a scientist's perspective. I'm willing to be proven wrong. And my very earnest mother just served us noodles is, see, I've already remembered it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I do, however, need to remember the rules of this game, so I'm going to stop thinking about planets and move on to thinking about planets. This is NBNP. That's not much of that's going to need a very special mnemonic to remember that as well. Let's roll the dice, shall we? So on the rogue's turn, the 1 die is rolled at a time. The die is placed on the... Oh, I see. So they roll 5 dice, but we only roll 1 of them at a time. Gotcha. I was like, oh, just 1 dice. That's pretty easy. No. They're rolling... What is that? Oh, that's a bit of bubbly. So they roll 1 dice at a time. Gotcha. All right, well, that makes sense. Okay. So by spending 1 energy and 1 culture, you can force a rogue galaxy to re-roll a usable die. You can do this as many times as you have resources to spend. So we could theoretically force them to re-roll something if we didn't want them to take that action. That's nice. Right, they will never go to the... All right, well, let's just roll the dice and see what happens, and we can just read the rule for it as it comes. So this is their colony action, which is attack. Lovely. A colony die for a rogue galaxy is typically an attack against your empire. All right, let's read this closely. The actions are listed on the rogue galaxy map. Do not use any action from a colonized planet and depend on the empire level of the rogue galaxy. Only the action on the current level is executed. If the action is noted only once per turn, any additional utilizer colony actions are treated as unusable actions that are discarded and cannot be followed. Gotcha. Okay, so here we are. We lose 1 energy. So we could theoretically spend an energy and a culture to have them not do that, but that wouldn't make any sense because right now we're only losing 1 energy. So we'll put this up here and we lose an energy down to 1. I was going to stack them, but now I'm rethinking that decision immediately. Let's roll again. I should say that yes, they are starting with 5 dice. I'm not sure if I mentioned that or not. Okay, acquire resources. That is one thing that they can do. At max energy, the rogue galaxy upgrades its empire. After it's done, move it back to 0. Gotcha. So basically, they need to do this 6 times for both energy and culture. Clear the control mat. The rogue galaxy takes an extra turn, but with only 3 dice and without these special actions occurring. Wow. Okay, so they get 3 extra actions if they get their culture all the way, but for this, they're gonna upgrade their thingy-majig after they get all the way up to the top. So I'm gonna put that on 1. Lovely. That's been activated too. So I suppose that would be probably a good place for us to spend if they're about to do that. We might want them to not. So keep that in mind. That I think maybe was off the screen. Sorry. This is advanced colonization, which I don't think they're actually got any colonizations going, so that's brilliant. We'll let them use that. That's more than fine, because they're still all in their home galaxy. If they get a move, actually, it might be a decent idea to spend to stop them moving, which they have not. They've got a colony, culture, sorry. So max culture, continue, whatever, that sounds fine. And then this one, is this a tutorial for us or for Matt? It's for both, okay? It's for everyone. We are learning and we are playing. That is yeah, it's definitely for me. Yeah, okay, it's fine. You know what? We're all learning together. I mean, it does seem like more of you have played this game than have not, but that's okay. That's fine. This is another special ability, so that's going to lose us another energy, which is a bit annoying, but again, I'd rather have us just lose 1 energy than have us lose an energy and a culture. So we are going to go to 0, which is right there, off the map. Well, that's the rogue's turn, which wasn't so bad. Yeah, wasn't so bad. Let's roll our dice, and remember this time, we get to roll a whole handful, literally and metaphorically, of dice, because we have got 5 on our dice track. Next time we upgrade, we need to spend 3 to do it, but we get ourselves a third ship. We don't have any energy and we don't have any culture right now, so we are tired and savage. But let's see what we can do. Oh, I didn't mention, this is pretty cool actually, and maybe I'll utilize it. The top of the box is labeled dice tray. And I know that you could technically use the top of any box for a dice tray, but this says it. It's suggested, and thus, I think we should do it. Right. We have got culture, we've got energy, we've got colony things, and we've got diplomacy. We don't want diplomacy because we don't have any ships there yet, and we don't have any moves, so we can't get to a place of diplomacy. So it's quite possible that I might use this to convert something. Energy seems quite necessary. Let me reread the rule about gaining energy. I'm pretty sure you can't acquire resources for... Hold on. Oh, no, it is orbiting. Okay, no, good. That's fine. So we will get energy from this ship if we decide to gain energy, which I think we probably should, quite frankly, because energy is nice. I don't know what happens if they tell us to lose an energy and we can't. That's maybe a rule I need to look up as well, but maybe that's one that I'll... Let's see. Energy, what was that thing with the thing? And you do that once a turn. Yeah, it doesn't really say. So maybe, I mean, that's kind of a free for us, I guess, because if we've already got 0 energy and they tell us to lose 1, then we're kind of like, whatever. But I think I will do this. We could also gain culture, but we don't have any way to gain culture, so perhaps maybe this would be good to put here. I think if we do this, we can change... We're not going to be able to spend energy either, so I think we'll change this one. Let's activate this, gain 2 energy, because we've got a ship here and a ship here. So 2 energy back up to 2. Lovely. Now, I think if we... convert... If we convert these 2, we'll change this to move so we can get our ship somewhere else. And I think if we take it to Brumbor, that will allow us to spend this diplomacy and upgrade the diplomacy, get closer to colonization, and then, yeah, I think that's okay. This isn't an incredible. Must pay 2. See, this isn't helpful at all because the AI will never follow us. So following is like they copy our actions, basically. This isn't super helpful because it just takes them back on the track. I mean, it's okay, but we do have to spend energy to do it, so that's fine, I guess. Spend 1 culture to move 2 of your ships. That's actually pretty nice. But I guess we're just going to go for the victory points. Why not? So these 3 are done. These 2 are converted. And we are set. We have 1 out of 4 on Brumbar and 1 out of 6 on whatever that one was called. And we are going to roll for the AI. Now that this is here, I'm finding it annoying. So I'm going to move. So much. I'm just, see, I'm willing to pivot. Culture, which is this one to here. Okie dokie, that's fine, I guess. I don't really want them to take extra actions, but there we go. This is going to be their draining of our energy, which is annoying. I should be putting these up here, shouldn't I? Culture again, so they're getting pretty close to having some extra actions, which again, I mean, they're not really doing anything per se at the moment, which is nice. Again, okay, if you just stop. I was really trying to gain some energy for myself. Thank you very much. And another culture. Okay, so if they just keep doing this, that's fine, I think, because who cares? Who really cares if they do it? I think what we need to do is get ourselves some culture and maybe try to upgrade our thingamajig. Empire, yeah, Galaxy, whatever it's called. We've got a move. We've got a economy, which is good. We've got some energy again. This move is going to be less useful, isn't it? Because I don't really want to move my ships now that they are in places that I like, aka gaining colonization points. This one and this one we'll use towards, I'm pretty sure, just going boop and beep. And then this we can gain some energy from as well. So I suppose we'll use that, get back up to 2. Culture and movement, I think, are not going to be very helpful. Because we only can gain culture if we are on a planet with culture. Is that correct? I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah. So that's a shame because we're not on any planets that give us culture. So this dice is unfortunately wasted. I suppose I could forego this and combine these 2 into something else like diplomacy, for example, or economy. It would stop me getting energy. I really want to get another ship because having only 2 kind of, I suppose we can call them workers. Oh no, I missed that chat. I think Maddie gave me advice, but now I can't see it. Oh, this is terrible. Sorry, Maddie, I missed your message. Hold on. Can I go and click into it? Oh my gosh, wonder if I can. Hold on. Can I see the chat? Wait, I'm just going to have to dislodge this. Wait a second. We're going rogue. All messages. You can use energy to re-roll. Oh, you can use energy to re-roll. Okay, now I'm scrolling back through the chat that I realized that I have missed. Okay, so page 4, second paragraph from the bottom. I don't really know what that is, but you can use energy to re-roll. But I don't have any energy. Though I suppose I could gain energy and then re-roll. I could gain energy. Okay, gain the energy, and then spend the energy to re-roll. Yes, that's what we're suggesting. I don't think that's a bad idea. How much energy is it? 1? Yes. No, the first reroll of each turn is free. My goodness. How did I forget that rule? And I can reroll as many dice as I want. Blimmin' Alright, well that's brilliant. Although I've rerolled them and it's the exact same. Oh dear. That strikes me as entirely my luck. I suppose I could spend an energy to do it again, because I can't upgrade my empire, because I don't have enough, and I cannot move because I don't want to. So if I spend an energy, is it going to be worth it? I suppose if I roll an energy, yeah, the game would be monstrously hard without rerolls, I suppose. That is true. Alright, you know what? That's not terrible. I'm not going to spend another one, but I am going to do this, and we'll just progress onto Pietis. So that's fine. We're now at halfway there, of halfway through colonization. I don't know what exactly the halfway point of colonization looks like, but it's probably somewhere in the middle of like barbarism and trading posts. This is again useless because I don't have any ships on cultureful planets. So this is going to go away anyway, and I'm not going to spend to reroll it because that seems like a bad idea. If I can hold on to an energy at least just for a turn, that would be brilliant. Otherwise, I'm thinking that Rothkel might come along and steal it. But we'll see. We will see. Here, you know what I really need is a space-themed dice tower. If someone can find a 3D printed space-themed dice tower that isn't... You know what I really... Okay, this is what I need. I need a Borg ship dice tower. Words are difficult. I need a Borg ship dice tower where you put them in the top of the Borg ship and they come out the front, and that's what I need, because I've got a few space games that need dice, and I think that's just needs to be what happens, because I can't bring a castle into Tiny Epic Galaxies. That doesn't make any sense. Wow, okay, they've actually done it then. So they have got themselves up to the front of, or top of, I should say, the culture track. So they are going to take, after this turn, 3 more actions. They are not, let me double check, tutorial for Matt. Yeah, it needs to be a dice cube. It needs to be a cube with plinky plankos in it to make dice rolls. Go forth and find me such a contraption. At max culture, clear the control map. The Rogue Galaxy takes an extra turn, but with only 3 dice, and without these special actions reoccurring. What special actions? Oh, these special actions, I guess. After it's done, move the culture, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I guess once we're done with this turn, then I'll give him 3 more dice. I think that seems like the reasonable thing to do. Another culture, so then I don't know how to figure that out. Wait, are we serious? I'll just put them, I guess, all the way onto... We're going to lose an energy. All the way onto 2 when they start again. A Borg ship dice, isn't that just a d6? No, I mean a dice tower, like a Borg ship dice tower, not... I mean, and it won't be a tower either, it will be a cube, but it's fine. There's enough momentum, I think, to get the Plinky Planko down. This, again, is useless for them, isn't it? Because diplomacy and economy won't help them because they don't have any ships anywhere. They're just getting so cultured. It's unbelievable. So we are going to take their culture off. We'll put it on 2 once we've rolled these 3 dice, but they're going to roll 3 more dice. They're going to take another energy, which they can't, so that's fine. They're going to do a move, finally. Okay, so they're going to move to Nagato over here and try to colonize that. So they've actually started playing the game. And they're going to try and take another energy, which we are energyless, you fools. They are going to go up to 2 culture because they rolled those 2 culture dice before. And the AI has entered the chat. They are rotating themselves around Nagato, trying to improve the economy and gain themselves 3 victory points. This game, I feel like, could take an absolute... It says around 30 minutes, but I feel like this could take an absolute lifetime if the AI doesn't play well. If you're playing like me, which, you know, we're going to end up with 10, and that's about halfway through. We're about 50 minutes into the live stream, so I don't know, you tell me. That is our roll, and we've got diplomacy, we've got more culture, which we don't bloody need, and we've got move again, which we don't need. Diplomacy will take, so we'll do this. So we could convert all of these, couldn't we? But we could just re-roll them, which I think is probably the better option, because we're going to be losing 2 dice just to choose 1, or we can just re-roll for free and see what we get. So let's re-roll everything. Yeah, you love to see it. Culture is whatever. Diplomacy is brilliant. Economy is fantastic. Because we're going to do 1 and 2 and 1, and we have gained ourselves colonization of the Brumbar planet. It does look like it's a bit explodey, so I don't know if we've chosen correctly there necessarily, but as long as we can get past the explodies, I think we'll be fine. Explodies are going to come on here, and we can spend now 2 energy at any time. Obviously, we're never going to have any energy because they just keep taking it from us. But we can spend 2 energy at any time to regress 2 enemy ships by 1. So essentially that means, like, move them back along the track, right? Stop them from colonizing. This friend comes back to our galaxy mat because he's brilliant. It says to stand him up, but I don't see why. We're just going to lay him down so you can actually see that it is a cool little wooden meeple shaped like a spaceship. And we're going to refill this planet, I believe, immediately. So, Terabithia, which sounds a lot like that horrible, terrible, sad children's movie that I watched on a plane by accident one time. What was that called? It's literally like a kid's movie, but then, like, everyone's dead. Or, like, all his friends die or something. It's like horrible. Other players advance to ship 1, then you advance to ship 2. Okay, don't mind that. Don't mind that at all. This is going to be a free dice. We're not going to do anything with it because we are cultureless swines. The AI is going to roll some dice as well. We have gained ourselves, by the way, 4 victory points. So we are 1/7 of the way there. No, wait, 7 divided by 4? No, not 1/7. 1 something? 1/6 plus a little bit. Bridge to Terabithia, that is totally true. Bridge to Terabithia. Yeah, I watched it on a plane by, it must have been like before the time where like every plane you went on had like you could choose. I'm pretty sure, I can't imagine that I chose it. So it must have been just like playing. Maybe it was a short plane ride. I don't bloody know. But anyway, I'm sure I watched it on a plane. And just horrible, horrible film. I was all about, like, oh cool, like he's going to his imagination. That's nice. Oh wait, his imagination is a metaphor for grief, because that's how children's movies should work. I suppose everything is a metaphor for grief in children's movies. That is going to be a 1, and we're going to do a culture. This is going to be an energy, which that's fine. Again, they're just sitting around on their own home planet, like making themselves all cool. Did you walk out? Yeah, I did. The only, I think actually, okay, this is an unrelated personal anecdote. The only movie that I've ever walked out of in a theater was Bad Boys 2, because I went to see it with some friends. Oh man, I don't know why I found that so funny, but I went to see Bad Boys 2 at some point in my life for some reason. I think I must have been like 12 maybe. I went to see Bad Boys 2, and it was terrible. And there were these kids, other kids there, that were just like being obnoxious. They were like yelling and throwing popcorn. Not that the movie was worth watching, but we were just like, shut up, man. Like, come on. So there are people in here trying to watch a movie. So obviously, being the rational mature 12-year-olds that we were, we started throwing popcorn at them to get them to shut up. And then this kid tried to start a fight with me in the cinema and punched me in the arm. It didn't. It was okay because it was in the arm. So obviously, like, no one's ever been. No, no one's ever. Yeah, it was all right. And so then we just laughed, threw our soda at him, and then left. And that's the story of the time I walked out of a movie. It was Bad Boys 2. I'm sorry, Martin Wallace, or whatever your name is. Will Smith, you were alright. But that movie was an absolute joke. And the people that went to watch it, 0 out of 10 for audience. I don't think it was. No, definitely. No. It can't have been R-rated, because we definitely went in. I was like 100% under. I was 100% under 15. So I don't even think it was 15 rated. Maybe it was like a. I don't know. Maybe I was 15. Now I'm thinking about it. I don't know. Because would I have been allowed into. Maybe would I have been allowed to go into town by myself? To the cinema? At 12? Maybe I just thought I was small. But maybe I wasn't. Maybe I was just immature. I don't know. But I can't have. It definitely wasn't 18, because I wasn't. That wrong. I was in another country at that point, so that doesn't count. But yeah, I was maybe 14. Oh, Martin Wallace. Yeah, it does. Okay, Martin Lawrence. That's the one. Oh dear. We just have a one. I'll just have a. My trivia knowledge is clearly. Rollers that only go to R-rated movies. Yeah, exactly. That is true, because they were causing ruckus, and then we kind of joined in the ruckus to try to stop them from causing ruckus. So they gain a diplomacy, which does mean, however, even though they're on an economic track, they do gain a movement. So that's nice for them. They will take our energy, but we don't have any, so they will try to take our freedom. That's not going to work either. And another energy, so they are up to 3 and 3 on their energy and culture tracks. Lovely jubbly. Let us try to colonize Piedis, I think. I mean, we've got to, haven't we? I would really like to upgrade some flippin' things, so I'd like to get some energy, actually. Can we please get some energy? Please get some energy. This will allow us to upgrade or spend 2 energy, which is not going to help us. This is not going to help us either, unless we go to visit Terabithia, the grief planet. This will allow us to get Piedis colonized. So I think this is where we'll start, because it's definitely something we want to do. So this will come into our hand immediately, I believe. And slide right under there. There you go. Ooh, repeat an action on an already activated dice. Don't mind that, because we could do some fun things with that, couldn't we? Let's move. Okay, 5. Acquire 2 culture. All other players acquire 1. Don't mind that. Don't mind that, because right now we don't have any way to acquire culture really at all. Well, I suppose unless we go sit over here. What do we think? What do we think? I think we could. I'd really like some energy, but I don't think we've got a way to do it. So, can we move? Okay, things are getting tricky. Let's think about this. I think this one is a pretty good. I think this is a pretty good shout. Acquiring 2 culture sounds like a pretty decent game to me. I think the square is for when. Oh no! Now I've lost. I've missed. I don't know what you're talking about again. I've got to go and see the. Hold on. All chat. Show me the chat. I can scroll. That's. I am a dirty millennial. That is true. So did we sneak? It was 2003. Okay, so how old was I in 2003? I was born in I was 14, so about to be 15. So I must have snuck in. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, I am a dirty millennial, that is true. Um, but older than I thought I was. I was a badder boy than Martin Wallace. We must have snuck in. Did we sneak in? I mean, who knows? Did we sneak in? Yeah, we got to sneak. I mean, we must have snuck in, or like they just didn't care. But I don't know. What am I saying? What am I doing? I don't remember now. I got lost in the chat again. As soon as I go to look at the chat, I forget what I'm doing. But if I don't look at the chat, then now I. A millennial, yeah, millennials are up to 94. No, well, I didn't sneak in without paying. I definitely paid for it. I'm not the only. Okay, another unrelated personal anecdote. The only time I've snuck into the only time apparently it is we're off on movies today. The only time I've snuck into a movie without paying was actually with my wife, and I don't know what the statute of limitations on this is, but hopefully it's expired. We were in this like super small town in like rural Washington because we were like staying at some cabin going I think we were about to go backpacking, but we'd stayed at I think we'd stayed I don't know. Anyway, we're a super rural town, went to the theater, we were like, "Oh yeah, let's go check out Mad Max" because it was playing. So we had to go see Mad Max, and we're in line, and these like three girls were like arguing about the price of popcorn. And it was one of those movie theaters where like you get concessions at the same place you buy your tickets. And they were literally, I'm talking like going on like 5 to 10 minutes arguing about popcorn. And so we just decided like, you know what, screw it, we're just gonna go. And we just kind of like just both without speaking, just kind of like turned 90 degrees and just walked like up the stairs where like to get into the theater, just like and just Fury Road, yeah, exactly, and watched some Fury Road, and it was brilliant, great film, much better than Bad Boys 2, and it was free. So the only downside is we weren't able to buy concessions because we skipped the line. But I don't feel well. I do feel a bit bad, but not terrible. Anyway, no Mel Gibson in this one. No, we're talking Tom Hardy. Talking Tom Hardy, Charlize Theron, lots of weird, over sexualized, like desert women, and sandstorms. Yeah. Right. What am I talking about? I was talking about movies, but now I want to talk about dice. I want to talk about dice because we've got to play this game, and we need to, I think, probably make some. Yeah, I wasn't able to get my customary Roy that I like to take into take into cinemas. 2015. Okay, so that's a 6-year statute of limitations. So does stealing a movie constitute as a federal offense? Hopefully not, because otherwise I think, just incriminated myself. Obviously, this is all for entertainment purposes only and never actually happened. Okay, good. Whew. Covering bases there. All right, let's get ourselves onto a planet, right? Shouldn't we? I mean, I think we should go to Terabithia, right? It's the no, we shouldn't go. Should we go to Terabithia? Or should we go to Nibiru? This isn't going to be necessary because we're not. That's not going to gain us anything. This is cool because we get to advance our ships. That's neat. This, oh yeah, this is the one we were going for. Yeah, right, fine. So we're going to move and we're going to go here. We are then going to, oops, nope, sorry, we're going to go here. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wait, hang on though. If we did this, if we actually went to stand on the planet, we could take the action. So we take the action, acquire 2 culture, and then we can bloody well spend it. We can take this. I wish I had another move because I actually do want to start on this because now I'm going to waste this one. But I don't think I care. Oh, I can re-roll them. I can re-roll them. I'm going to do this, upgrade my empire by spending 3 culture. You rolled away. And now, oh yes, we're still going to be rolling 5 dice, but we've got ourselves a 3rd ship. Oh, lovely jubbly. And 2 victory points. More, which is more than 1. Numbers. More numbers. Re-roll these, and we're set. I do want to get this guy back now because obviously he's stuck on this planet doing nothing, but I've got another one of these and another one of these, and that's not that good. I don't have any of this, unfortunately. Oh, hang on. But I can repeat the action on an already activated die. So I can go from here. I can't, unfortunately, move and just go into orbit. I have to move back here or to another card, which is frustrating, but 1 card to move 2 of your ships is pretty good. This one is all right too because it's lots of victory points, but I think... yeah, let's do it. I'm going to go to Terabithia because I want to be sad. This one... oh, and now I can use this. Oh, pro Tiny Epic Galaxies move. Absolutely pro move. You love to see it. Does that count as a good roll? Maybe it does. I don't know. Can you guys see my slippers in the shot? Just as a curiosity. Because I am playing this, if you hadn't noticed, on the floor. And I am sitting... crisscross applesauce, like the kids would say. Not like cool kids, just actual children. We are going to roll for the Rothkals. And Rothkals are going to gain some energy. Well, okay, we don't mind that, I suppose. We can... well, we can't do anything to stop them, so... TMI? TMI for what? Hold on. Does count as a good roll? Yeah, okay. Isn't a bad one. Yeah, I agree. They see me roll in. Yep, gotcha. Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't have up. Yes, that's perfect. If you like your cinema, you should buy popcorn. I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that. Just as a disclaimer, probably not into a movie called Furry Road, but, everything's worth a try, I guess. What did I do with this? Oh, this was energy. No judgment to people who would pay to go and see Furry Road, but I think Tom Hardy does it for me more than, like animals, like animal humanistic animals. I don't really know what being a furry entails, to be honest. I'm just gonna stop before I say something that I don't know. There we go. Oh, not that that's ever stopped me before. Shoe reveal. They are actually let's see. They are they're not flipper floppers. They are mucklucks. They're pretty comfortable. They're nice. They're like a nice little mini Tonka style leather slipper. Got little pattern. Mucklucks. They're quite new. They're quite new. I got them about a couple of months ago, so I'm kind of breaking them in as you do. But I'm a big slipper person. Just like Maddie said, having revealed my age is not 65 because that is what people expect, especially given how wrinkly my flipping hands are. Yeah, no, I am legitimately have the mental age of a 65-year-old. That is another energy, and they are going to upgrade. Ooh, that is tricky. So when they upgrade, they go up here, and we're going to lose a culture every time they roll their little flippy floppy things. What's it called? Empire dice or whatever it is. Max energy upgrades empire. Upgrades empire. We only use the current level. Yep. Okay. Sounds good. And yes. Okay. Good. So this comes back to 0. We're going to lose a culture if they roll their energy thing. And Boldly's so good. And this is going up there. Good. All right. Diplomacy, they are nearly getting to colonization of Nagato. But you know what? We are massively in the lead, aren't we? I don't know if that's going to continue, but they've got 1 victory point so far, and we have 12. Culture, they are going up, and that is fine by me as far as I'm concerned. They can keep doing that all they want. Can I just... Oh, I can... All right. Lacroix, love that. Mucklucks, which is native at Old Manchus. Yeah, exactly. The 10K sub live stream is a thong. I didn't agree to this. So I think let's get face out of the way first, and then we'll talk. Right, we don't have any bloody movement, which is annoying as heck. But we do have 2 diplomacies, which I think I probably will utilize. We also, man, we can gain a lot of energy, can't we? So this might just be a reroll and see what we can do, because this will gain us 6 energy, which is absolutely massive. That's enough to upgrade our civilization next turn if we reroll, or this turn, I suppose, if we reroll anything. I think this is a good roll. I think this is another good roll, which I know you can't check something off twice, but it is rare that happens. 1, 2 to 3, right? 6 energy, because we've got 1, 2, and 1 on this planet, Terabithia, which is giving us so much energy we don't even know what to do with. 1, 2, 3, and then we'll do it again to 6, and now we're swimming in energy. We again are completely void of any culture, but we've got ourselves a movement point. That works for me because I want to go over to that Jack guy again and do this. Now, I suppose... I wonder if we make them move up to there on our turn, they still probably get the extra... I think they probably still get the extra turn. I don't want to be cheeky and not give it to them because it's not their turn, but we could do this and just go sit again, but I think I actually want to gain this because I think it will push us over the edge. Like if we've got... Hang on, let's think about this. We've got 10 plus 2 is 12 plus 19, or that's 19. So actually we don't really need that much more to win. We would only need a 3 planet. However, the only 3 planet is probably going to be taken over by these people. We could spend 2 energy to regress them, but I'm not convinced we're going to be able to postpone it long enough for us to win, per se. This will have us rolling 6 dice if we get to upgrade it next turn. Do I go here, or do I go here and put all my eggs in getting this basket? I think this is a dangerous play. I'm going to concentrate on going here because they're never going to get onto this planet. So there's really no chance of them stealing it. It does suck. We're going to have to use a lot of dice to get there, or like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5 economy, right, to get there. But I think that's what I want to do, okay? That's what we're going to do. And we'll start getting culture if we roll a culture dice, so that's good too. They are still rolling 5 dice. They've got 1 victory point on the board. Absolute losers. They've got so much culture, but it doesn't really matter because they haven't done anything with it. That is going to cost us an energy, which is annoying. No, it's not. It's not going to cost us an energy. It's going to cost us a culture, sorry. Which we don't have. Haha, idiots. Trying to take culture off us swines. You cannot do it. This is going to get them Nagato, though. So that's going to go back there with all their other rockets. And this is going to come in here. I should probably turn the lights on. It's getting a bit dark. This is going over here like so. Let me see if I can find some light switches. That's the thing that... Ooh, okay, here we go. No, that's not incredibly bright. Oh, hang on. What if I just do this? Ooh, that looks nice. Got a little bit of natural sunlight. Oh no, I've got to go back and look at what I've done wrong. I think I'm sure it is 12 points. I do have. I did not have a table, or at least I was. All right, honestly, I brought Friday because I wanted to go and play it on the beach as some like nice little kind of funny quirk. But then Kate pointed out that it might have been, that might have been a bit windy, so I didn't want to do that. House by the beach, yeah. I mean, this is yeah, okay. And trees, yeah. In a boxcar. I will show you the rule because we are learning and we are playing. Utilize a colony. A colony died to the rogue galaxy is typically an attack against your empire. The actions are listed on the rogue galaxy mat and depend on the empire level. Only the action on the current level is executed. If the action is noted only once per turn, any additional utilize a colony actions are treated as unusable actions that are discarded and cannot be followed. So I don't think we've actually got any of those on the card here, but I'll show you what we do have, so you can actually read it. So we've been losing energy for all of their colonization, or not colonization, their galaxy dice, or immediately forgotten what it was called. I'm so terrible at terminology. Actually, now I kind of want to turn that light off because it's not very, now it's getting glary. This is losing as a culture now, and then otherwise they'd be acquiring 2, they'd be regressing one of our ships and or advancing all of their ships with a 7 dice, 8 victory point look. So don't fall. Now I'm going to turn off that light because it's glaring and I don't like it. But we've got nice sunlight, so that's quite pleasant. I mean, sunnish. It's a bit cloudy out. It's not massively sunny. And when you say beach in Washington, you don't really mean like, there's no palm trees. It's just pebbles. So I hope that's clear as well. All right, what were we doing? They just rolled that. Then they rolled this. Oh yeah, okay. And they got this card. Now we're pulling out another planet. Brilliant. Umbra Forum. Utilize the action of an uncolonized planet. Oh, that's kind of sick. Okay, I don't mind that. Now, I don't know, maybe whatever. I thought it was 1 + 2 + 3 and not 1, and you get 1 more point at the 2 mark. Wait, what? Oh no. Wait, sorry. Not on the player, no, on the player board. I thought it was 1 + 2 and not 1, and you get 1 more point at the 2 mark. Oh, I'm a bit confused as to what you mean. Hold on. I mean, I will if it becomes unwatchably dark, then I will turn on the lights, obviously. But I figured, why not have something, why not a little au naturel? Does never hurt anybody. I didn't bring my lighting kit. I did bring all my like stupid like camera gubbins, but yeah. Otherwise, no, I didn't bring my lights with me. Because I have a sedan and that's not, it wouldn't, it wouldn't fit. Oh, hi, Lord Richard. How are you? I hope you are doing well. Thanks for joining, and absolutely better late than never. We are happy to have you. You have missed some stuff. Yeah, the boiler does not provide natural sunlight, unfortunately. You've missed a little bit, but we are basically colonizing planets and trying to gain victory points. We have colonized 2 successful planets so far. This one worth 7 victory points, this one worth 3. We have an empire worth 2 victory points, so we're on 12 currently. And this AI, this rabble of yellow ships, have only got themselves 1 victory point, even though they've been increasing their culture over and over and over again. They are cultured fools, because they are well educated but have not been using that education for any conquests thus far. I suppose we're kind of fighting Switzerland, and that actually, now that I say it like that, kind of feels a bit weird. Probably shouldn't be complaining about that. They're doing all right. They're very lovely, but I think we are going to win, or at least if they continue like this. Whose go is it? It's their go, and they are rolling energy. So they're back on the board, 1 energy cube, and culture. They've got up to the top of culture again. So they're going to roll 3 more dice after this. What's this going to be? Another energy. So they're going to roll 3 more dice because they've hit the top of their culture board for, I think, is that the 3rd time? 2nd card? Oh, the bingo card doesn't. The bingo card didn't work out. Was it too easy or too hard? 1 and 1, 2. Did I wipe them out all too early? Maybe we have to play. Maybe we have to make some like specific game type of. Because I'm never gonna shuffle. I mean, I suppose I could shuffle this just in case anyone's waiting for a shuffle. But I mean, we had some decent rolls, so that maybe you have to make it one for dice games, one for card games. I don't know. Coming on dice color and shuffling, yeah, that's tough. I mean, now I can't. I mean, now it would be improper of me to comment on the dice color, but if someone's waiting for it, I could. Send me some words on Discord or something, and I'll make it happen. Slightly related, not really slightly related one player anecdote is that I was like, oh, okay, I think I'm gonna start putting like affiliate links in all my videos so that like if people want to buy the game, they can go buy it through Amazon and like then they can like, oh, you already called bingo. Well, there you go. Well, congratulations. Very well done, and you will wear the crown for another week. Fantastic work. Yeah, so Kate, like, oh, I'm gonna put affiliate links on all my videos, and then like if people want to click the links, very good, Fag. Excellent work. I do shuffle everywhere because I am light-footed and quiet as a mouse in these slippers. Yeah, I was gonna put affiliate links so that people, if they want to buy the game, they can like click it, and it helps the channel, whatever. And she was like, oh, you should just put Werther's on there. And I was like, that is a brilliant idea. So if anyone wants to buy Werther's, make sure you click the affiliate link in the description of my videos. And that way, it doesn't cost you anymore, but Amazon gives me a little bit for telling you to buy Werther's. This is our turn, and we've got culture, and we've got movement, and we've got energy, and we've got diplomacy. So I think we'll take them up on the diplomacy piece because we do want to keep colonizing this planet. I think we will take them up on the movement piece, maybe, as well, because, to be honest, if we can just bang this out before we bang this one out... no, but then we're going to be fighting against each other. Utilize the action of an uncolonized planet. So, I guess I could, like... No, that's not really helpful. I suppose I could move to here, get some more culture. No. It's really need that, per se. I don't really need culture right now. I don't really need energy, per se. Although I think what I'm going to do is probably re-roll and spend energy to try and upgrade my empire again. Because it'll get me another victory point, and I'll be rolling 6 dice next turn. So I could re-roll these. Do I want to re-roll my move dice? And this will gain me 2 energy back, so that's pretty good. I think I'm going to re-roll all of these. I can re-roll these for free. Remember, first time. We've got 3 movements. You have got to be kidding me. That's ridiculous. That's a bad roll, so go ahead and check that off. I suppose if we do this and convert, we'll just do... I just want to get the thing done. So I'm going to do this. Spend all my energy, which is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 to go on to this next level. And next turn we're rolling 6 dice. That seems pretty decent. We've got ourselves an extra victory point. So now we're on 15. So now I just need this and 1 more. Well, and this as well, obviously. Yeah? Wait. 13. No, hang on. Now I'm lost. I've got 13. That'll be 20. So this will be 25. Yeah, okay, fine. And then this, I guess I'll gain some more energy because why not? That'll gain us 2 energy. back, so that's up to 4. All right, good, because then if next time we gain energy, we'll be able to use it to buy things. That was okay, not brilliant, but not terrible. Let's roll some AI dice. You are going to do that, which is nothing. Oh my gosh, we've got very lucky. I think it's on 4. Maybe I should use... I wish they just give you a dice tray. Werthers are fantastic. Oh my gosh, that is so lucky. All right, we've finally decided to actually, leave the house. I feel like I'm kind of beginning to empathize with our AI brethren. They're just sitting at home, reading poetry, apparently, getting all cultured and not really doing anything else. But they have decided to come and visit the Umbra Forum, so good on them, And that would have been very helpful for them had it been the other way around. But as it is, they are just going to increase by 1. That is a really excellent set of rolls for us and a terrible set of rolls for the AI. We are going to be rolling 6 dice this turn, so blimmin' heck, if we can't do something cool, I don't know what we can do. We've got ourselves, yes. Have we got an energy? Yes, we do. We've got ourselves culture as well, and one of these, and a diplomacy, which will get us very close. Okay, rightio. Let's think about this. I think we need to do this, don't we? We've got 3 ships. We've got 2 on energy planets, so this will give us 2 energy, 1 and 2. I can then upgrade our enemy. I think you can probably hear Cash just yelling things. Not much changes from one player household to one player vacation household. Yeah. I think that I think play the 0 player mode. Yeah, that at least then I could win. I could definitely win the 0 player mode. Because you don't have to take sides. You just have to be diplomatic. Right, we've done... Oh yeah, we've done that. We're going to do this. So we're down from 6 to 1, but we don't care about that because we have spent 5 of our energy to get another ship and an extra victory point. So we're on 15. This will get us to 20. Oh wait, this will get us to 22. We're already on 15. 3, 7, plus 5, 15. This will get us to 22. So we don't care about this at all. All we need is this. So we're definitely going to do this one. And then, to be honest, I think we should just probably try to re-roll these and just spend our last energy trying to get another diplomacy, because we'll win. Yeah? Oh, wait, we can do this! Don't need to re-roll this, because colony, repeat the action on an already activated die, bingo bango, colonization, complete, 3 ships back here, slip on that under there, and you've got 14 plus 3 is 17, plus 5 victory points is 22. We have absolutely smashed the AI in this game. They had some terrible rolls, let's be honest. They rolled culture like 50 flipping times, but literally they end the game with 4 victory points. We have gained ourselves 20, whatever I just said, and we are the winners. Maybe, do they get a last turn because we finished the game? Let's figure that out. I don't know. Maybe they do. I mean, I don't think they're going to gain, 18 victory points in that turn, but let's just double check. The Rogue Galaxy wins instantly if it reaches 21 victory points or more, or if its Empire reaches a skull and crossbones space. Bing! We win instantly if we reach 21 victory points or more. Well, we have absolutely smashed it. This was on the easy mode, so admittedly, the AI didn't know they were playing the game. That is true. They just stayed home. They had 4 ships and literally only ever went to 2 planets. This one and this one, which would have only still got them up to 7 victory points. They did pretty badly, as all things considered, but I think we played it quite well, frankly. So I'm going to take this as a morale booster from my last solo live stream performance, which was, well, abysmal. So I'm going to take this as a victory. I like this game. this was actually quite a lot of fun. Much more fun, I'll say, than, or I found it much more enjoyable than Epic Defenders. I think there's way more choices. I think the AI probably could get more aggressive and more like brutal to play against. But to be honest, yeah, I think this is really cool. I like the dice aspect. I like the dice giving you the actions you can use, but I like the kind of this kind of like Seven Wonders, It's a Wonderful World-esque like tableau building where you're also gaining power-ups that are going to be useful for you later. That is really cool. So yeah, I don't know. This was a lot of fun. And like I said, I picked it up secondhand. The guy obviously was a lovely board gamer because he had it all bagged up and in tiny little bags. I also got the satellites and super weapons mini expansion included. So I wonder if this, maybe he backed it on Kickstarter. I don't know. I don't know if that's the Kickstarter thing, but not sure. Haven't looked it up. But yeah, then there's 5 different 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 different AIs to play against. So, like I said at the start, beginner to hard, we played on easy. So, let's see what the difference is here. The difference is, oh, they get to upgrade, these guys upgrade slower, and they get less victory points. But otherwise, it's pretty similar in terms of stealing. So, yeah, so beginner, then we played easy. Medium, they get a few more victory points and 2 culture, regress, lose a dice. We can't use it on a turn. That's pretty tough. So that looks pretty hard. And then this one is the hard mode, which rogue acquires energy and culture. Oh yeah, yeah, that's pretty tough. All right, cool. Well, I'm definitely gonna give this another go. I'm gonna keep playing, and maybe this will go up on the channel as a regular video as well. Maybe I'll play the hard mode and get back to losing. Let me scroll back up just to see the chat, and the cards are teeth marks. Good lord. Yes, it is like gaining skills. Yeah, that's totally true. It's like gaining skills in One Deck Dungeon. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. I was expecting to be a little more on the fence, but I've actually had a nice time with this one. This is really cool. So my faith in the Tiny Epic Galaxies or Tiny Epic series has been moderately recovered. That's the risk you take at a thrift store. Bloody hell. Excellent. 10 out of 10 puns in the chat. Thank you very much for that. Thank you, Richard, for joining. Thank you, Livevine. Thank you, Thag. Thank you, Vizoko, for joining in. All of you in the chat, thank you so much for watching, Robert and Jen. I do hope you've enjoyed. Thank you so much for joining on this, well, it was not really impromptu, but on this kind of slightly different live stream. I hope you've enjoyed the hardwood floors in this little Vashon vacation Airbnb. And yeah, that's gonna be it from me. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed. I'm gonna go eat some food, and absolutely, it is an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your evening, and I'll catch up with all of you, I'm sure, on the Discord. Thanks so much. Thanks for watching. I will see you later. Bye.